Hi, I'm Daniel, and I spent the last year trying to build my own game console. The problem, I'm a computer science student, I have no idea what I'm doing. So it took me absolute ages to do anything, and I broke a ton of stuff. But what if it didn't have to be like that? What if the hardware could design itself? Introducing Solderable, an app that makes it trivial to build hardware. Let me show you how it works. So I'm over at solderable.dev, and all I gotta do is tell it what I want to build. Let's start with something simple. Make me an ESP32 dev board. That's this guy right here. So as you can see, I was rather vague about my description. I didn't specify that I wanted the USB-C port or what chips to use. Although hardware design requires you to be precise and without ambiguities. Otherwise the shit won't work and it will fail in unpredictable ways. So Solderable will generate a detailed specification sheet that outlines the subsystems in the design, additional constraints like board dimension, and even a list of components to use. And it's going to go out and search the web for these components. As you can see, I found a bunch. Here is the ESP32 itself, although the datasheet is in Chinese. Solderable does understand Chinese. It's found this USB to serial port chip, which is really useful for programming. This linear regulator that goes from 5 volts to 3.3. Sounds about right because USB-C takes 5 volts and then the ESP32 can only take 3.3 volts. And of course, we have the USB-C port. Then it's going to read the datasheet documentation to surface relevant information, like what each pin on the chip is used for and how to connect it up to the rest of the design. Once it's done that, it's going to go out and design the modules for us. Checking back up on Solderable, we can see that it's finished with the design. It's come up with 3 distinct modules. The linear regulator, and we can come over and see the circuit board design that it came up with, as well as the schematics. And the same thing for the ESP32, the USB-C port, and all of it put together.